everyone, and salutations to this new video project that I'm ecstatic to bring to you this new video. So I personally do not understand K-pop in the slightest, and that's not to sound offensive, disrespectful by any means, and I'm quite aware and certain that I'm going to receive flame for this. I'm going to receive an abundance of hate towards this video, but let's just agree to disagree. And a reflection of my opinions and my perspective, my philosophical views, idealism, my beliefs are of my own, and it's not a reflection or influenced by others, and it's always influenced within myself. And as always, you know, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm brutally honest, and I deliver these videos. I receive and I deliver the flame, and I can withstand the heat. I can feel the burn. I love to feel the burn. I love to feel the fire within the chaos, and this is the embodiment of who I am. I am at balance. And my intention was not to create this video in order to manifest or recycle any negative energy or hatred into the world. That's not by any means. And I know how crazy some of these fangirls are, so this is what I'm going to say. And me being Asian myself, well, you know, I have a right to say this, you know. And of course this video has nothing to do with race by any means, or ethnicity by any means, but the only common thing that I have with K-pop in general is that I'm of Oriental descent, having born originally in Tokyo, Japan, for those of you who did not know, and you know now. So this video, let's get right into it. For the most sincere honesty and the most sincere emotions that I could siphon out of my body, I just don't understand K-pop music. You know, I used to work at a job where it was surrounded with pop culture stuff. It was a store that had so many variety of cultural different things. It was mostly like anime, pop culture stuff, you know, comic books, superheroes, and that nature. And the one thing that was the best seller among the Gundam model kits were actually, as a matter of fact, BTS, you know, K-pop stuff. And I don't know, to me I just see it as like a lot of... No, I'm going to share with you a dark secret of mine, okay? And it's just me being honest, and I'm not necessarily ashamed or embarrassed by it. But the one thing, like, I've been made fun of for it by a lot of white guys, because I know, like, okay, this is another spectrum of the video. I don't know why a lot of white people absolutely love us Asians. What is a sexual desire? What's a sexual attraction to us? You know? I mean... anyway, the one thing I could never get into when dating a woman, I'm straight as an arrow, okay? Let's just get that out of the way. One thing when it comes to dating and relationships, like romantic love relationships, I absolutely cannot date any or I should, maybe, yes, not or, but and, okay, I should have put and in there. Let's just split the screen, just put and, okay, and to see a sexual attraction towards Orientals or towards other Asians. And once again, that's not racial to say, you know, that's my personal preference. And I don't know, I just can't do it. I'm sorry, there's just like, I don't know why, it's just, I see my mother in that, you know? Just, I know so many people have this, like, attraction. I don't know, I can't explain. Anyway, moving on. So that's my dark secret. I just had to get that out there. Call it what you will. Perceive me however you want, in your own perception, okay? And just like this video, obviously everyone is entitled to their perspective and opinions, each individual person, and which makes us great in the foundation of ourselves as a human species. we're all different. We're not all simulated as the same, you know. Otherwise, the world would be such a boring, depressing place to be. Ultimately, when I come to think about it, I've listened to perhaps 1 or 2 songs through K-pop genre, the music in itself. I cannot remember who I listened to. I believe it was BTS or Shangri-La, yeah, person, what have you over here. I don't know. Me personally, I listen to music and I gratify the aesthetics of art and appreciate art for what it is. I hold it sacred and valued to me of every sense possible. And by the definition of art in every way possible, okay? I listen to a lot of variety of different music. I don't do country music. I'll listen to everything else. You know, things from like emo music, like, you know, from first to last, to screamo, heavy metal, black metal, death metal, cyber goth, gothic rock, industrial, oh my god, pop punk, mainstream punk, to underground punk, to hip hop and rap. Yes, believe it. I better believe I listen to hip hop and rap. Okay, you know, a lot of different music. Music to me, I appreciate it for what it brings and manifests forth from the soul conscience and the collective of your mind into reality. And music is an art that is, art in general is supposed to change the world and supposed to help utilize to share a conscience awakening, you know. Much like this channel and my videos, it's an art form, it's a platform that, as myself as an artist, as a human being, Starseed, you know, I'm able to share my collective consciousness with the world and thus to change the world and to see a world to eventually, through radical transformation and transcendence and awakening, that as a philosopher I'm able to help those around me to share my inspiration, my thoughts and influences, and whoever agrees with me, whoever does not, and that does not bother me in the slightest, because everyone is entitled to their own viewpoints, how they perceive everything around them and the world around them, and what they think about me or the world around them is none of my business. You know, I'm focused on me and this platform, my art, and to share it with the world. But as far as like K-pop, oh, that's right, of course, most importantly, I forgot about Japanese rock music. Now, Japanese rock music, and Japanese music in general, is so much more gratifying to me. It speaks more volumes to me on a much more higher concentration of conscience level and divine energy that manifests through me, and it possesses you. It puts your mind into a sort of trance. It's hard to explain. One of my all-time favorite bands, okay, Phantasmagoria, Duran Gray, Gakt, just to name a few. And I love a lot of the Japanese music in general, like I said, because it speaks so much through me. And with Korean pop music and just Korean music in general, like I appreciate some of their television shows and their movies, but having been born and raised in Japan, it's not to show favoritism towards my own heritage and my culture, but around the world on a global scale, a lot of people appreciate my culture for a particular reason. And it's not to say that my country is better than Korea or Korean culture or anything along the lines. It's just from my perspective and from the perspective of so many millions of other people. And especially Duran Gray. Like the lead vocalist, I have a dream about meeting this particular individual. This guy is absolutely insane. I mean, when insane, I'm talking like he would stand up on stage and he would cut open his gums from his mouth and spew blood everywhere, you know, and his lyrics talk about just the deepest, darkest things possible. It's like Cradle Filth, you know, or like Behemoth or something, you know, if you were to take along the lines for that. But, you know, it has to be like the lyrics, it has to be the meaning, the message behind the lyrics, and it has to speak volumes to me. It has to articulate, it has to intellectually provoke me and my conscience so much deep down to the core that it brings out a deeper side to me, to your own soul consciousness, you know, if that makes any sense. And me personally, being a person of the macabre and the darker side of the occult and things of nature, I mean, I can't deal with the whole bright colors and stuff. I mean, of course, like Tekashi 6ix9ine is completely different as far as the rap industry goes. I mean, he's like vibrant color, like rainbow all over the place. You know, I mean, it's all a reflection of your own mind, you know, of your perspective and your perception about what you think about everything. The way that I see K-pop music is a lot of these like pretty guys, you know, they would portray themselves as what they are, and they would sing about whatever, you know, whatever, you know, and that's just my perspective on it. Like I said, I'm sure I'm going to receive hate for this video, but you know, I sleep so well at night, I don't care, you know. I mean, my channel and my videos are meant to provoke the consciousness and to get myself out there in your airwaves. And I call it what it is. I see it like what it is. I put my voice out there, let it travel in the airwaves, and I speak my mind. I mean, I'm brutally honest. I'm sorry, I cannot lie to you. You know? Yes, that's what I see it like. It's just a physical attraction. I feel like a lot of the fangirls deeply appreciate them because of their cuteness, their kawaii, you know, not kawaii, but kawaii. Those are two different words, by the way, in Japanese. One meant scary, one meant cute, just to let you know. Yes, you know, I feel like as long as you're different, society would automatically be someone to reprimand you, to cast you out and cast you aside. And society has a tendency to fear of what it does not understand. It's just like demons. Okay, it's the same thing. People have so much misconceptions about ancient beings, demons, and it's just like how American society had demonized Marilyn Manson for so many years just because he was different, because he was thought-provoking, a lot like myself, brutally honest, you know, got his message out there, and he was controversial, you know. And I don't know. I mean, help me out. If you're a K-pop fan, let me know what you think. I'm just one of the rare percentages, I guess, of people that just don't understand it. I cannot get into it. Like I listen to one or two of his, two or three of his music, of their music, and it's just like, what am I doing? Like, what is this? You know, I'm going like absolutely like crazy over here. You know, it's like, what is this? You know, it's like I can't get into it. I mean, K-pop, like, huh? I just can't get into it. You know, no matter what. Like, okay, so in my honest perspective, in conclusion of this video, if there's so many people who actually devote their energy towards a concentration of idolizing somebody else just because of, you know, their social status, their wealth and fame, basically celebrity status, you know, even like to other YouTubers, we could actually concentrate our energy into our focus and to change the world around us. And this year 2020 it's been horrible. I mean, this world is coming to an end or something. But we could actually change the world. We could actually change our local community, our own society that we are governed by, and what we're surrounded by. And that's just my honest perspective about it. That's just my perspective. And you know, there's so many people, just spend so much of their time like obsessing about the people that they don't know, you know. I mean, I get that their music might change your perception, how you live your life, but as long as you channel yourself in a much positive perspective, then that's all that matters. And no harm, no foul, right? Pretty much. And like I said, this video was in no intention or way to disrespect or defend anybody. I know everyone's all politically correct and so easily to offend, just like, you know, come on, people. I mean, we live in a great nation of America for a reason, because of our free speech. I mean, that's just what I believe in. And K-pop, it don't do it for me. I mean, every other music in the world does it for me. Thank you everyone so much for watching.